Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the first vlog of 2024. Woohoo! First vlog. Okay, alright. The two books I have for this reading vlog are Voyager by Diana Gabaldon and A Fire in the Flesh by Jennifer L. Armentrout. They are both a series. Oddly enough, now that it popped into my head, they are both third books in a series. So Voyager is a Outlander book, and in the Outlander series, the series follows Claire. Her and her husband Frank are on their second honeymoon in Scotland. Claire goes to the spot that she has heard about. It's called Craignadoon, I believe it is, and it's these standing circles. She puts her hand on one of the stones in the standing circle, and she gets transported back to 18th century Scotland. It's a historical fiction romance with a bit of a time travel element into it. Fire in the Flesh by Jennifer L. Armentrout follows Sarah, or Serafina, and in her city in Lacinia and any kind of surrounding area, whatever the residents in that city plant, whether it's vegetables or anything like that, any sort of farming that's done is slowly consumed by the rot. And Sarah's ancestor made a deal with the Primal of Death for Serafina to be the Primal of Death's consort. Sarah's mission is to make the Primal of Death fall in love with her so that she can then kill him, because the people in her town, the mortal realm, believe that the Primal of Death is responsible for the rot taking place in this city. But it's much more than that. There's a lot more going on. It is a Thursday today, so my main plans for today is to get a good chunk of the way in Voyager. That is my priority read for today. It's a long book. It's on like ebook pages. It's 1,300 pages, but I think like the normal length is just over 1,000. So when you actually get an ebook, the pages are always going to be longer than like a physical book, just with the formatting and the way it's formatted and stuff like that, I'm assuming. So that is my priority read. I'm up to part 2, which is Lallybroch, which is page 68 in ebook pages, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I have seen the series up until season 5, I believe. I can't really remember entirely. So I think like my mind is going back and forth, and I'm kind of remembering the TV show a little bit as well, and I think that's what's helping me with my reading. Probably not, because the author Diana Gabaldon does a really good job at being descriptive enough, and there's a lot of detail in this series. A very well researched series with moments in history and stuff like that. Yeah, that's my top read for today, and tomorrow I might switch to A Fire in the Flesh, because I'm a little bit further along. I'm at the 25% mark in A Fire in the Flesh right now, and I'm really enjoying that one too. I got videos to film today. Hopefully they shouldn't take too long. It is the beginning of the month, and I had said to myself in the beginning of the month to film sit-down videos. That way I could just edit it and upload it whenever I feel like it, whenever I feel like I need to have a video up. So I'm going to do that today. Like I said, they should not take me long. Fingers crossed. I'll do that in the afternoon, the filming, because I've got things on this morning. It's Friday now, and yesterday was a success. I did not get to reading the amount I thought I was going to read. I only read one chapter in Voyager by Diana Gabaldon. I am really enjoying it still. So, in saying that, I want to focus a little bit more on Voyager today and tonight. Yesterday, like I said, did not get much reading done. I did spend most of the afternoon filming, so I filmed 3 videos yesterday, and I feel so good about it because I can focus on reading now. All I have to do is edit the video and slowly take my time with editing it, publishing it, making a thumbnail, I actually have a little book haul for you, because it's currently like nearly 10 past 2 now in the afternoon. What are you doing? Nothing is working. There we go. It's currently around 10 past 2 in the afternoon now, and I did do some spending. So I've got like a little mini book haul for you if you were interested. The first stack of books are going to be books that I bought over Christmas, like over the Christmas period, December period. These books were meant to make an appearance in another reading vlog that was meant to be like my last reading vlog of 2023. That vlog was a fail because December was such a busy, hectic time for me. Content was just non-existent in December pretty much. So first one is Schrader's Chord. I believe this means a father died, and his father has a store, a record store, and there are 4 ancient records that, according to legend, it can open the gate to the land of the dead. So that honestly gives me Evil Dead Rise vibes. If you know, you know. Then I bought Everyone on This Train is a Suspect by Benjamin Stevenson. I feel like I've already talked enough about it. It's about this writing festival for crime writers that takes place on the Gun, and the Gun is a very famous train tour thing that goes from Darwin to Adelaide. It's like a very famous train, and it is a real train. So there's the debut writer, there's the forensic science writer, the blockbuster writer, legal thriller writer, literary writer, and psychological suspense writer. One of them is murdered, and 6 authors quickly turn into 5 detectives to try and solve the case of who murdered an author on this train. But being writers, they know how to both solve a crime and also to commit one. This was so good. I really, really liked this one. And then we have Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman, about 2 teenage boys who fall in love. This one is about Charlie and Nick's relationship, what it means for the future when they are both, well, I think, I always get confused of who's who. I think it's Nick. Nick is going off to college or something like that, and Charlie has still 1 more year of high school, and it's about, will their love survive? Will their love stand the test of time? And this is so good as well. I love this book. Really, really good. Now, for the books I actually bought today, I'm actually really excited for all of these because all of these books had some sort of gravitational pull, or they just seemed really interesting to me, or just seemed like books that I think I will really love. This first one is actually a 2nd edition. Like, I have this is like the 2nd book I have of the same book. Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Look at it! Does this not give you movie vibes? Does this not give you the vibes of the Jurassic Park movie? Because, if you give me a moment, like this is the edition I have. Look at that. I jumped at the chance to buy this book. Oh my god, I'm a dinosaur girly. I love dinosaurs. It's making me want to read Jurassic Park now. I feel like it's gonna be a bit more of a priority read for me. I then have a Korean novel. It's called Delegate Dream Department Store by Mie Lee. In a mysterious town that lies hidden in our collective subconscious, I can't even speak today, subconscious. There's a quaint little store where all kinds of dreams are sold, and I think that's all you really have to know. And it says the dream you ordered is sold out. Like, I'm sorry, that's just really sad. Yeah, it's about a store that sells dreams to humans and animals all over the world. There's a duology, which I don't know when the 2nd one is coming out, but it is a duology, and when I found out that it was going to be a series, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of a little annoyed because I always seem to gravitate towards series. I can't help it. So having another series on my list was annoying the crap out of me. But it's a duology. It's only 2 books, so it may not be bad. Yeah, I don't really want to know too much about it. It's just a department store that sells you dreams, I'm assuming. You think I know because I read the back of the book and thought it was interesting and I picked it up. So, a department store that sells dreams. That's all I know. And then I have a book by Ava Reed, A Study in Drowning, and these clouds are really messing around with my camera, so I apologize. But A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. Do I know what this is about? No. It's about fairy tales and a love letter to stories. I don't think I want to know too much. I want to go into this one blindly, but look at this cover. I love living in Australia because you get like really stunning UK editions, and most of the time UK editions are better. There are some exceptions where the US cover is a little bit better. I feel like the US covers are better when it comes to thrillers than it does with any other genre. That's just my opinion. My never-ending book stack is it's continuing to grow, okay? How was your Christmas? Did you have a good Christmas? I had a good Christmas. My store was closed at Christmas Day, and Christmas Day is the only day that my store closes. And I also, thank goodness, like, I don't know how I managed it, but I got Boxing Day off as well, because my boss came up to me and said, what did you want to do for Boxing Day? Did you want to work or did you want to have a day off? And I said, can I please have a day off? Whenever I worked there, I've always had a Boxing Day, like I've always worked a Boxing Day, and Boxing Days are so quiet. Boxing Days are so slow. I don't even know why we open up on Boxing Day, because I would assume people are too hungover and they're too full from food. They've got a lot of leftovers, so I don't even know why we were open. But yeah, then I went back to work on the Monday. No, not the Monday, the Wednesday. But Christmas Eve is usually our busiest time of the year for us, but it was really slow. It was weird. I think a lot of people have left for Christmas. I think the cost of living crisis. I think a lot of people have families that have come from somewhere and are staying here, and like people just don't want to move around, so they did shopping earlier. I don't know, but it was a really weird time on Christmas Eve. Like, I wasn't complaining, but I kind of was, because it's just been so slow for the past few weeks now. And I don't think I just think it's a lot of factors to do with like cost of living crisis. Oh, I know COVID cases are rising a little bit, so people are more sick, and I've been working a lot more. I've been doing like a lot of overtime, a lot of hours, because someone from my department wasn't really feeling the best and all that kind of stuff, so I had to, like, I was working extra shifts. I did quite a bit of overtime these past few weeks, especially in December. But next week, starting Monday the 8th of January, things are going to go back to normal, thank goodness. I don't mind doing overtime. It's just the fact that it has been so slow at my work that it's just got a little bit boring, and like the day was just going so slow because there wasn't a lot to do. There was no stock that came in, so it was really weird. Like, content has not been the best in December. There just has been nothing. Like, as soon as December came along, like, my brain was pulling blanks. I didn't know what to do, because I usually do my best, worst, whatever other books for 2024, because in my mind, you need a full year of reading. January to December, full year of reading to figure out what's the best, worst, disappointing, DNF, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people were doing best and worst in December. I guess it's not such a bad idea to do it in December. I just feel like I saw a lot of that stuff in January, but now it seems like a lot of that stuff is happening in December, so now I don't know what to do with content. So this year, all I know is that content was not the best in December because I've been working a lot. I'm done talking now because I'm just done talking. So my brain just like completely shut down after talking to you about December content. Yeah, I'm gonna have a chill afternoon, and I hope I don't leave it too long before I give you another update, and I hope I get some good reading done. Hello everyone, it is Monday now, and I did not read on the weekend at all. Weekends are like so hard for me to read. Like, I did read last night, but it was some chapters of Spy Family. I'm catching up on Spy Family a little bit, so that was what I read. Nothing else of any other book or series or anything. I will say about The Voyager, follows different perspectives. So we have 3 perspectives. We have Claire, Jamie, and a historian fella. I can't remember his name, but we follow 3 of theirs. Now, for Jamie and the other younger historian fella, it's in third person. With Claire, it's first person. So it doesn't really detract or anything from my enjoyment of the book. And with a different POV, there is no name on the top of the chapter for whose point of view we are getting. It's very easy to know whose chapter we are looking at. And it's not like the characters all have the same kind of voice or anything like that. Like, you can't tell the difference between one person to another. It's just like a different vibe, a different feeling, a different setting. Currently, right now, I'm editing my December wrap-up, because it's been a bit late. Like I said before, December content I just didn't get to because I felt so much pressure from work. I was just so tired from work and just working a lot. I just did not get to do any filming, any content, and especially when seeing people like other booktubers, like seeing their videos of like the best and the worst of the year kind of put me out, because I feel like you would have to have a year of reading to properly determine what was the best and what was the worst. But I don't know, I'm so confused on when to do the best and the worst books and when to do that. Maybe I should do it like the last week of December or something like that. I don't know. I hope that clarified it a little bit, because I was kind of stumbling over my own tongue a little bit trying to tell you like my thoughts on that, and I keep getting a freaking cold sore. I think it's because me being out in the sun a little bit too much. Freaking cold sores, I tell ya, they annoy the crap out of me. Yeah, I don't have too much. I do have to work today. But you know, it's not bad. I'm back to my normal hours now, so it's good. I'm going to get back into editing this December wrap-up, and I will see you with another update. Hello. Wednesday evening. I think it's like around, what time? Around 5:46 now in the afternoon. I just got back from work some time ago, like at least 20 minutes ago and stuff like that. Same shit, different day is all I'm going to say about that. Reading wise, I'm too lazy to go and stretch over to get my iPad, but reading is going really good. I've done everything I had to do today, like YouTubery things that I had to do today have already been done. So tonight is going to be a big massive focus on reading, because Goodreads has made it known to me that I am currently one book behind. It's not my fault. It's really not. It's not my fault that I have picked, or well, technically my jar picked out big books. Like, we have a 1,300-page book, Voyager. We have around a 700-page book, which is A Fire in the Flesh. Or A Flesh in the Fire. I think it's A Fire in the Flesh. It's not my fault. So, with A Fire in the Flesh, all I can say about it is that, do you remember me telling you when I had said that the series is about Seraphina, or Sarah's real mission is to make the Primal of Death fall in love with her so she can kill him? We get to see those lessons that she had with the art of seduction, learning how to assassinate a primal, stuff like that. We are getting to see those lessons in seduction to murder a primal in action. We are getting to see that in action, and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This book is that. I'm definitely going to say massive. I don't want to say massive, but just go into this book very cautiously, because there's definitely going to be at least a rape scene. I feel it. And there's already, I feel like it just deals with topics of domestic abuse, violence against someone else, like there usually is with fantasy, but like a domestic violence kind of thing. Also, I'm just going to say SA as well. That's just the feelings that I'm getting from it. So it's not written bad, it's written in a good way that kind of makes you see, oh shit, this is what it's like for someone in a situation like this. It's not written badly. I think it's actually written well enough, or decently enough, that I feel like I've never been involved with something like that, but I feel like if you were, you might think it's written not badly. or it may be a little bit too realistic for some people. So I'm just saying, like, just please be cautious with it. Hi, it is a little later on now. I've been in, like, the past few days, especially around my birthday time. It was my birthday yesterday, actually, and I've just been in such a reflection mood, like just reflecting upon the previous year and upon me being 27 before I'm 28 now, been reflecting upon that, and I just haven't really been reading much. I do want to say that A Fire in the Flesh, I keep forgetting the name of the book, and I keep getting the name of the book confused with the name of this spin-off series or this prequel series. It must do a potato brain. So A Fire in the Flesh does not have graphic depictions of sexual assault like the rape that I thought was going to happen. It's not going to happen, thank goodness, because I read the author's note, I think, which was in the beginning, or just like a little bit of a note about the book that happened in the beginning of the book, and it does not depict it in a graphic nature, which is like, thank goodness, like really, because I've never read about like graphic sexual assault before. Like, I've seen it in movies and TV shows, and it doesn't have a negative effect on me. Like, I don't like watching it, I really don't. It just doesn't have a negative effect on my mental health. It just doesn't. But reading about it, I don't know, and I'm thankful that that is not depicted graphically in nature, but you can definitely tell that there are moments that make me think about stories of women that have been involved in domestic violence and sexual assault situations, and it does make me like think of those women and just the stories that I read about, the stories that I hear about and stuff like that. So it does have those similarities between this fictional book and also real life. It's 11 o'clock now at night. Tomorrow is going to be a very, very money spending heavy day, because like gift card wise, I got a few gift cards and I'm going to be spending money. I'm going to be buying the new Atlas 6 book. It's going to be a fun time. I'm going to breakfast with my parents tomorrow morning, and it's going to be a fun time. It's actually like on the beach. It's on the Strand, which is like a very popular beach area in my city, and it's just going to be so beautiful and so lovely. I'm hoping to get my hair cut because it's so frizzy, and when I start shedding a lot of hair, I know I need a haircut. So that's tomorrow, a pamper day, because I feel like I need it. Excuse the darkness. I'm in a car park right now. I got some books. If I can dig my hand into the bag and show you. Oh my gosh, seriously? Okay, the first book is a Stephen King book, and I wonder if it's... Okay, so sometimes with Stephen King books, I've noticed, especially recently, they will, I'm talking about like short story collections of his, they will take a short story collection and make it into like a little novella. I found one. It's called Cycle of the Werewolf. It's got illustrations in it as well. Let me see if I can pick one up. See, it's got like illustrations and stuff like that, so very fascinating. And also a book that released on my birthday. Excuse the price tags for them. Holy shit, I just realized. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But The Atlas Complex by Olivia Blake, it's like around nearly 500 pages. But it does this thing that I really like in books, where there will be a chapter, and then there'll be like a paragraph, right? Or a passage of text. And then there'll be like a little design at the bottom. I call it a page break. There'll be that as well, which breaks up the page and breaks up the pacing of the book and who's speaking, who's not. It breaks up kind of like mini chapters in a way. I need to figure out what to have for lunch. Like, I'm so full from breakfast still, but I know I need to eat, because if I don't eat, I will feel sick. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this vlog right now. I've been home for a few hours now, and I had such a fantastic day. I could not complain. It was such a great day. I went to all of the shopping centers, spent my money, and it was a good time. I am going to add a third book to the books that I'm currently reading right now. The Atlas Complex. I'm gonna read it. Look, I love this blue. This blue is gorgeous. Little over, and I think I may have just spoiled myself or something like a fucking idiot. And it's like over 470 pages. It looks bigger. I'm not going to let that Goodreads telling me I'm one book behind get the better of me. I'm not going to let it get to me at all, because I am not going to let Goodreads get the better of me, okay? I'm going to take my time with the reading, okay? I think I'm going to do something a little bit differently. I'm not going to calculate the pages I read each month just to release some more pressure off me. I think that was all I had to say. Yeah, it was a really, really great time. I'm enjoying the books I'm reading. Not that I really read much in this vlog. I apologize about that. Just with my birthday coming up after Christmas, and it was just reflecting on a lot of things. I always get like a little reflective around this time of the year. Not a lot of reading got done. In saying that, I'm going to stop talking so that I actually can get some reading done, because I'm in the middle of 3 books now and I need to juggle reading pages and juggle the books. I need to figure out a sort of system to make sure I'm reading enough pages a day to get these books done in a reasonable time. Fingers crossed for me. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you have, I will see you in another video. Bye for now.